welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Gimme Glow Cosmetics. I have 3 eyeshadows and 1 lip product to show you guys. I've been using this for 2 months now since I ordered it in October. And I'm just going to show you swatches and how it's worked on my eyes and everything like that. So if you want to know, keep watching. So my order was a total of $38.95 via PayPal. Shipping international was $11.95. And the prices for a single eyeshadow is $7 and one of their Vivid Lip Paints is $6. So that's pretty good pricing. And Gimme Glow Cosmetics is an indie brand for sure. I think it comes out of Texas, but I could be wrong. But I wanted to purchase from them because on their Instagram their swatches look so gorgeous and reflective and beautiful. So that's what made me buy it. So right now it's out of stock on their website, but the first one that I bought was Antique Gold. Here's Antique Gold right here. And it's a foiled pressed single pan eyeshadow. Ours in 24 months and it's 3.5 grams, I think. And they say this is a 37mm pan. Here's an Anastasia pan just to show you the size comparison. It is much larger. It says these eyeshadows are hand pressed, finely milled, and infused with a built-in primer. So they describe this color as unique electric yellow gold, and it's vegan and cruelty-free. With trying these out, I found that using them wet on a brush is the best way to apply them on your eyes. If you do it with your finger, you're going to get quite a bit of fallout, because when I just swatch my finger just once, there's lots of pigment, as you can see, but there's a lot of kickback, or there's a lot of extra powder sitting on my finger. So as you can see there, it's gorgeous, but there's a lot of extra powder. Like, that's insane amount of pigment, but it does have a lot of kickback. Look at that. That is so reflective. And I'm wearing this on my eyes today, kind of the center of attention. I'll show you guys in a little bit. But I love this shade so much. And the lasting power on this guy, it lasts all day on me. I don't see it creasing or anything like that. It's just gorgeous. So the next one here is Sunny. It's just very vibrant yellow. It's an ultra matte and same amount of grams and everything. And they claim experience full buildable coverage in a 37mm magnetic pan. Yes, these are magnetic. And they call this a sunny bright yellow. And I would say it has a little bit of mustard in it as well. And it's not just true yellow, but it's a beautiful shade of yellow anyways. So I'm just going to go around once. And as you can see, it's very beautiful. It seems a little bit patchy, but not really that bad for a yellow matte. And there's no extra powder sitting on there like this Antique Gold one. So it doesn't swatch as good because it is an ultra matte. And it is yellow. Yellows are very hard to formulate. But I'll go over it one more time here. And then you can just see the yellow of it. I haven't used this by itself, kind of like the highlight in my crease or whatever, but I have used it over a couple of the browns and they make them more of like a warm kind of yellow shade, and it makes it kind of more of a red feel, so it's not so brown. It kind of transitions it. I love it for that. And I think it blends pretty good. It's easy to work with, saying that it is a yellow. Yellows are pretty difficult. And yeah, I've enjoyed it so far, and I don't think it's ever creased on me or anything like that. So I find it's pretty drying and doesn't have as much pigment as other ones, but it is pretty good. This next one is called Icicle. It's a foiled eyeshadow. I can't find it on the website. I don't know why. Maybe it's discontinued. And it's a white with kind of some silver in it. It's very, very metallic. And this again has a lot of powder on it. If you can see, there's a lot of kick-up powder on it. And there it is right there. It's very metallic, but it is a little bit patchy. And I've used this 2 ways. I've used this on my inner corners as a highlight. It's kind of more of a cool tone highlight than I'm used to, but I like it like that. Haven't used it on the center of my lid yet, but I will get to that eventually. But I have used it as a highlight. I don't know if you can see it today. They recommended it. You could use it either way. You could use it as a very metallic highlight or an eyeshadow, whatever you want. But I do like the reflectiveness of it as a highlight, but when I look forward, I do see a silver undercast on my cheeks, and I'm not a fan of that. And then there's a lot of kick up, and which I have to brush away with a powder brush because it leaves that behind, that kind of powdery finish. And there's quite a bit of fallout. So it looks like the trend here is if you get a foiled eyeshadow, there's a lot of powder kick up. And I haven't had like stain problems with it or anything. It's just the fallout issue is pretty prominent. And here's what the packaging looks like. This is what the shadows come in. And yes, it's distributed from Mansfield, Texas. So here's my eye look. I've been doing this similar eye look throughout the last 2 months. So I have Antique Gold on the lid, I have Icicle in the middle corner, and for the other shades I have Note to Self by ColourPop in the crease, as well as Top Notch by ColourPop, and on the outer corner I have Fudge by ABH, and that's pretty much it with my look. So the next thing is the Vivid Lip Paint in the shade Regina. I'm going to say Regina because it's spelled the same way and I'm Canadian, but I know it's Regina from Mean Girls. Regina Mean Girls Vivid Lip Paint expires 8/18, made in the USA. So the shade that's on my lips currently, it is very nude. It's almost too nude. I don't know if you guys like it or not on me. Comment down below. Tell me if it looks alright. It's really, really nude and kind of more yellow pinky based than I was expecting. So on their website it says, what is a vivid lip paint? It's a highly pigmented lip color that is a cross between a satin lipstick and a gloss. The formula goes on liquid but dries down to a creamy finish. Allegedly it's extremely high pigmentation, full coverage, creamy and hydrating, vegan and cruelty free, 12-month expiry, 6.5 grams, made in Texas, French toast scent. What? It just smells like vanilla. I don't know what they're talking about. So I just wanted to say about the expiry thing, I had a problem with this because when I got it, it was all kind of broken up in here and kind of separating or whatever. So I emailed her because it says it expires 8/18. I bought this in October. 8/18 is August, but she claims that she printed the wrong expiry date kind of label onto this guy and saying that it's not one from last year and it's one from this year whenever she made it. Maybe I'll put in a capture here of what she actually did say in the email. But she said it's not expired and it doesn't smell expired, but it was just all separated and everything, so I was a little bit concerned, especially when it said 8/18 on the bottom. So the customer service was a little bit slow because I DM'd on Instagram and I never got back to you that way, but emailing is definitely the way to go. I think you're actually talking to the owner if you do it through there because it didn't seem that like professional. I was expecting something different than what it actually is. I guess I was kind of thinking it would be like the ColourPop Ultra Satins, but if they say it's between a satin and a gloss, that means it's way more glossy than I'm expecting. And I don't know, I really don't like the formula of this. It's very slippery, kind of slippy when you first put it on, and even 10 minutes after you move your lips on it, and then it transfers and then you have a bold spot. And it's very patchy, and you can see underneath it, you gotta layer it quite a bit to get full pigmentation, and the applicator kind of makes it difficult for my lip shape to not overline too much and get into the corners or whatever, but shadow's going crazy. But I don't find it to be high pigmentation at all. I think it's more of a medium coverage and it's kind of more patchy. If you can see the swatch, it does look very pigmented, but you can see hints of skin underneath it. So when applying, it doesn't feel sticky like a gloss at all. It feels very watery and definitely not as matte as a full liquid lipstick. And it feels very light on the lips, so if you don't like feeling too much on your lips, this might be an option for you, and it transfers a lot. And when I was doing my makeup today, I put my lip on first and I did all my other makeup, and once I finished my makeup, then my lipstick was finally at the stage it is right now. It's kind of set down, but it's still kind of pillowy, and you can still move it around a little bit. But it took like at least 30 minutes for it to get from that glossy, watery, whatever stage to it being kind of more matte and settled in. And just to try to make this very nude lip kind of stand out or not blend into my face as much, I used the Bite Lip Pencil in 062. It's like almost a pinky peach, which is like a darker shade than the lip color. And I tried to do it on the outer corners on my lips just to darken it up. But it was taking off this lipstick because this didn't want to stay to my lips. And it came off with the pencil. So that's kind of really weird. So there's the lip pencil and there's Regina. That's pretty much what it looks like in real life. So if you can see it's kind of patchy and it's not full pigment. And I have a lot of lines and kind of texture on my lips. So it does show that, but not many lip products don't show it. But before, when it was like drying down, if I pressed my lips together, it would leave a bald spot and transfer. Right now it's not transferring too bad, but it definitely does not last through eating. I can tell you that. It comes right off. That might be a positive to you, that it doesn't stay on very hard and it's easier to reapply after eating, or you want something not too drying, but it does feel like a little bit dry, but nothing like a Kat Von D liquid lipstick at all. So I hope I hit all the points on this guy right here. If you can tell, I'm not a very big fan of it. Not a very big fan of the color. It's way too runny, watery, and all that kind of stuff. And here is the unicarton. So it says, "Give me glow, vivid lip paint, tips and tricks." And the packaging of this is pretty cheap. It's just plastic. This kind of top here, and when you open it, like this kind of shiny gold plastic bit right here, makes it look even cheaper. I think if that was more of a matte finish, it would look a little bit more expensive. The wand is okay. It's a smaller size. I appreciate that, but it's definitely not the size I want. It's getting all over on the screws right here, kind of where you tighten, not the screws, but where you tighten it and it stays tightened, those lips or whatever. Now that I'm looking at my lipstick, when it has dried down, it's quite a bit darker when it's first applied. Like, that's so much darker. I didn't put any of the lip liner in the middle of my lips. Like, look at the difference. It's so much more of a peachy pink, and this is more of like a whiter based peach. This is like kind of my skin tone, and then that's now more pink. Wow, it really darkened. I think their shadows and maybe highlighters are definitely more of hype than their lip products because they just seem a little bit more cheaper, and the eyeshadows have a lot more pigment or metallic kind of pearls or whatever in them to be worthwhile or whatever. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you ever tried Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and what are your thoughts on it? If I'll buy from them again, maybe a highlighter because they have that really cool duochrome one. But probably not. I probably won't buy from them in the future. It cost me, I think, $50 Canadian to get it here. I think that was the end total. $38 USA. Something like that. I don't know. So yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I am thankful that I do have those eyeshadows. I love them a lot. They're very beautiful. And they were pretty inexpensive for the pan size. But the lip product I don't think I'll be using very often. Maybe I want to layer it over a darker shade, or mix it together with something else to get a shade that's more customizable, because this by itself definitely is too light. It's too light. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!